And there you have it, brothers and sisters. Thanks for joining me for this wonderful sunrise. Have a beauty day. We'll catch you later. Bless up, brothers and sisters. Thanks for joining me. It's April Fool's Day, so don't be a fool this April. All right. Joining me with a little bit of green tea. Got the Evo fired up. We are green to go. Finished up a bit of some fantastic yoga this morning. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna harp on it for a second. If you're not doing the yogas, you gotta start practicing yogas. Seriously, it was one of the best things I've done for my overall health and wellness. What are we now, like 15 plus months into practicing daily yoga? But yeah, talk about working your mind, body, and soul. There's sometimes I get off the mat and I feel like I've been at the gym. It just gets me jacked. Speaking of jacked, I am jacked because it's April 1st, but we are that much closer. Another day. John and Karen are going to be here at the beginning of May. Now, let me bounce on that subject for a second because we've literally had daily conversations for the better part of 3 years now. And the fact that the day has come, not has come, but it's coming so quickly. It's quick for us out here. You know, we're excited for them. We have folks that know that they're coming out. They're like, hey, the new folks, when are they coming? And these city slickers, how are they going to do out here? And all this jazz because, hey, you don't get a lot of people moving out till the Chicold, eh? Shit, when we moved out here, it's been almost a decade, we came out with our truck and a big old moving truck, and we had some dogs, and we had a whole bunch of snakes. They had this clown show up, who immediately starts building a military obstacle course and running up and down the highway with a slosh keg and just doing all sorts of crazy shit. So yeah, and the other thing was when we moved out here, we didn't fucking know anybody, and for the first couple of years, we were broke, like seriously broke. And kudos to Del and Karen, they are making their dream come true. They are going to be, if I'm incorrect, I'm sorry, but I think they're going to be debt-free. Yeah! So that just takes a lot of stress out of the equation, as well as opening this new chapter in their lives, and we cannot be more excited for being part of that. Like, we are looking forward to that shit. Like, you wouldn't believe. Like, my brain just goes blah, 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 blah. It's the green tea, it's the coffee, I don't know. But let's calm things down, have an Evo rip. Things are a little askew here because the other day I was talking to Del and Karen, sitting in my usual spot here, and all of a sudden there was a twing under my right ass cheek, and I went, Gurr. So one of the springs blew on this couch. It's a cheap little couch we bought for $400 a decade ago. It is what it is. It's time to replace it with something else. So yes, Del and Karen are another day closer. We are stoked for that. Myself and Mrs. Chili Boo are really looking forward to that day. I'll let them extrapolate on some of the things they've had to go through, obviously, with selling their house. But moving, holy shit, moving can be expensive. We'll just leave it at that. Good thing about that is someone loads a truck for them. It's insured. Someone unloads it on this end, which means we can all hang out, chill, and barbecue together. Man, I feel like a kid in a candy store simply because my big monkey's coming. My big monkey is going to be here. And, well, as some of you may or may not know, the man has been making definitive changes in his life. And he's been doing this, you know, for several years now. Those of you that don't know his story is he was, because he's a big guy, like 6'5", he's a big fella. But he was a heavier guy and he had some health issues and he was on some prescription drugs and shit. And through medical cannabis, he weaned himself off of it. He's always been into hockey, he's always been into fitness, but over the last couple of years, he's stepped it up, so to speak, and went well outside his comfort zone, as you saw when he undertook the initial 100-day burpee challenge, and he featured that. The man had never did burpees before, but he crushed that challenge. And then there was the making muscles with monkeys monkey video series I did last fall. That was for him, to help him step up his game, because when he comes out here and he plays with me, yeah, I'm gonna put some demands on his monkey ass that I'm sure he'll be able to step up and meet. But there's going to be some blood and tears on the way. As well, this environment, when we brought our dogs up here, our dogs were older at the time, so they basically retired to the Chilcotin, and Teddy and Tessa are going to lose their minds up here because they're going to have literally an unlimited dog park to play in. New smells, nature, trails to be explored. Like, you know, we know how Dale loves to take the dogs for walks all the time. Well, now it's just going to be crazy town, because everywhere they go, the dogs are just going to be overwhelmed with nature and new smells, and they're just going to be losing their shit, but they're going to be loving it, because we know from bringing our dogs from the city out to the country how much they loved and appreciated that as they went into retirement age. So yeah, looking forward to meeting those little fuckers. And I gave them a word of warning because I know that they're cat lovers. I told them, don't go past 2 cats. We got 6. When you go past 2, union rules kick in. Yeah, you're not an owner anymore, you're basically just staff. But enough of that. We've had some busy days. Well, every day is busy. I'm 4 hours into the day. We did some gardening this morning. We did the power yoga thing this morning. And busy weekend. Things have changed with April being April. My better half is now on a actual Monday to Friday schedule. Her winter schedule ended. She gets to sleep in a little bit later, but she has to work a little bit later. It's all good. So yeah, things have changed in that respect. So my better half is with me on the weekends, and we just crushed it this weekend. It was literally 12 hours of non-stop chores. Do this, take a break, do that, take a break. Hey, I was even baking bad this weekend, in case you haven't seen my Instagram post. I'll throw a little clip of that in here for you to see now. As you can see, I just got the final little bit of a squish down. I'm going to go in for 10 minutes. I'll see you in 10 minutes. So here we are, 10 minutes later. This is why I make my cookies and the muffins in. So that is the same recipe I utilize for my normal cookies. I just replaced the coconut oil that I use in the recipe with infused coconut oil. Did some burning this weekend. Got a bit of a time lapse for you to check out, so check that out after this rip. Snap, crackle, pop into your morning. I'll see you in a minute.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
aside from that, we moved the 4 piglets that are going to be harvested in a week's time. We moved them into a separate pen to get them ready for transport, because 3 of them are going to the abattoir to be professionally processed as well. One of those is for a customer, and then another one that we're going to sort of process here to some extent. We're just going to basically harvest it and field dress it for the customer. They're going to come and pick it up, then take it home and process it themselves. So that was happening. Lots of stuff happening on the farm. As always, I'm not going to go into a great deal of details, but I do have some clips because March went out like a lion. In like a lion, out like a lamb? I think not. End of March, and we can see that Old Man Winter as he visited us with one last feeble attempt. Let's just give you a little recap of the last week. We warmed up, as you knew. We were doing crazy things here in BC for a few days. It was the first day of spring. We actually broke 122 heat records in the province. Crazy. So yeah, we were up in the mid-teens, t-shirts, wear your gauchos, half pants, whatever the hell. And yeah, wasn't looking good. And they said there was going to be a little bit of rain in the forecast, and that happened for a few days, and lakes have gone down. Lakes have gone down. But hey, let's go take a look at the pens, because they are a fucking mess. Lakes have gone down, but yeah, we're still in the spring melt, as you're well aware of. So, as what happens here in the springtime, our pens flood like a motherfucker. Actually got so cold the other night, I had to start a fire. Just a small one. So yeah, if you're not on property like this, you're mucking about because you go into the woods and you just get quagged up in the mire. You can see some of the flooding here, large puddles. This is just all muck. Their pen is all muck. Same thing goes for Cash and his pen. That's another reason why we're moving him. Freckles, don't be a bitch. The little ones are going to the market in another couple of weeks. Well, not Rosie. And of course, grass-fed. There's a nice big one. There's some long pigs there. Yum, yum. Look at that. Look at all that bacon. Look at all that bacon. So your bacon goes from right about there. Oh, gotta move, don't you? Right about there, behind the shoulder, to right in front of the loin. Goes from the side down into the belly. Oh, bacon. Anyways, let's go check out the giraffes, shall we? Hey, buddy. Because everything's so mucked up. Yeah, I dropped this bale here. I don't know if you can see it in the goop there. But just the weight of the truck is sinking the property, 2 or 3 inches, so making a hell of a mess. Speaking of a hell of a mess, from the boys laying down, covered in snow, being hand fed for now, because if I would have brought the truck in here, I would have gotten stuck. There's a bit of a swamp there, kind of mucky. Alright, I'm going to take these guys for a walk. Let you get on with your day as I get on with mine. I got a shitload of chores, tons of stuff, always on the whiteboard to take care of, so. Alright, everybody stay. Woof. Go. right, catch you guys later. So as you can see over my left shoulder there, the mirror is reflecting the fact that the sun is coming up. Which means I've got to get on with my next round of chores, take my tea to go, but let's spark up this doobie because I'm sure I'll work on this for the next couple hours as I bounce in and out. So we'll end this video on the simple premise of sharing is caring, so pay it forward when you can. You guys take care of yourselves. We've got to take care of one another. Remember, keep your guy on speed dial, support your local farmers and artists, and boycott factory farms as well as those greedy bastards LPs now spraying 23 different pesticides on flowering and dried cannabis for your health and safety. Till next video. Peace. And got a couple of these.
You'll have sweet dreams tonight.